Welcome to part 2 of Strike Back. We're going to kill Hepsamira, Baphomet's daughter.
I'm gone. We do it my way.
This religious icon depicts the head of a goat. The goat has a blazing star in its forehead, on its forehead. And the chest. Pause. Why is it always pausing when a trap is noticed?
That was easy. Ha! A trivial task. Follow if you dare.
You followed me for a long time, you frail, pathetic little stalker. But then you disappeared. You've been gone for so long, I thought you were dead. I'm glad you proved me wrong. I would have enjoyed it if you had died alone in the darkness, lost and forgotten. But I would much rather punish you in person. Behold, the great daughter of Baphomet in all her glory. A daughter of one abominable lord of the abyss, and an avatar of another. I am glad to find you both here. Instead of ending the life of one evil creature, we can rid the world of two. Unless, of course, you decide to flee, Echo. And why should I flee? You came here on your own, Hand of the Inheritor, and very soon you'll realize your mistake. Death awaits you here. You will never leave this place alive. Did you know that I was coming for you? Hepsamira stares at you contemptuously. You crusaders think that all demons are as dumb as the rabble we sent to Golarion, but that isn't true. I have prevailed in wars and battles that you mortals know nothing about, and I always use scouts. My spies are everywhere. When you were trying to get the attention of Our Lady in Shadow, they told me that you were searching for me. I tracked your movements. I knew the moment you stepped foot on that ship, and I sent my slave Kestoglier after you. Unfortunately, he proved just as useless in undeath as he was in life. I disappeared? What are you talking about? My journey only lasted a few weeks. Weeks? You haven't been seen in almost 6 months. You showed up in the abyss, caused mayhem in Alushinira, and then you disappeared. My spies told me that you'd acquired a ship and were headed for Colifir, so I sent Kestoglier to hunt you down. But you disappeared, and up until now I assumed you were dead. Oh my goodness, that's bad. We had a 6-month time skip? But why? I thought you must be fish food by now, that perhaps you had deserted, having realized your ridiculous and pathetic struggle was doomed to failure. The echo of Discari's laugh is shrill and unpleasant. The abyss is primordial chaos. The laws of space and time have no power here. But this chaos can be controlled. You could, for example, force it to distort time around a particular ship. One that is being used by some overconfident outsiders who are used to a world of order and stability. Muchasafin stole your army from you. The demon reels as if she's been slapped. You can hear the pure rage in her voice as she hisses angrily. Muchasafin is a skilled alchemist and a gifted scientist, but he thinks too highly of himself. He was born in the abyss and has spent his life here, so his knowledge and skills were too valuable to risk on the front lines. He dreams of endless entertainment in the lands of the mortals and desires the glory of conquering Golarion. But he will not live to see such triumph. He will pay bitterly for his betrayal. After all, I am one of the few who know the secret of Mutasafin's mortality. But you don't need to worry about any of that. You won't live long enough to see me destroy him. The portal in this room, where does it lead? It leads to the Nexus, our hub of mines and portals. You managed to put the mining of Nahindrian crystals on hold for a while, but the work will continue. I'll finish here with you, then go to Golarion, catch Mutassifin and drag him back. I'll have to decide the best punishment for him. Can he still work with the crystals if he has no eyes? How about one hand and one eye? Of course, I'll certainly take his legs. He will continue to create an army for me, whether he wants to or not. And with these hordes, I will march through the world wound, through Mendev, and through your entire plane from one end to the other. Mortals shall bow before Hapsamira, daughter of Baphomet. She turns her horned head toward Adushale. And not just mortals. I will think of a worthy punishment for you as well, you miserable, stupid traitor. What kind of scum would trade the fury and power of the abyss for a friendship with these slabs of meat? You're a disgrace to the entire demon race. Adushale's eyes flash with dark, burning rage. Who are you, girl, to lecture me about the abyss? You are nothing but more than a slab of meat yourself, a half-mortal perversion of your father. You're not even a real demon. So don't you dare. The succubus stops short and the fire in her eyes disappears. She gasps, horrified. Oh no. What am I saying? Why don't you just give up? Mutassifin used his skills to give me new powers. I think it's time to use them. Hepsamira's roar shakes the ground. Her angry eyes flash crimson. When I'm finished with you, I will have you chained. You will be dragged behind the army naked, wounded and trembling. You will watch as I, daughter of Baphomet and archpriestess of his cult, take Golarion by the throat. I will bring it to its knees and make it weep like a wench that's been whipped.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Seriously, will we never see the hand of the inheritor? Let me guess, we will kill her and then he disappears with the hand of the inheritor. Oh, will he corrupt her? Maybe we can save him. Minotaur Evocator, Dispeller, 1,000 hit points. Wait, he isn't part of the fight? That's interesting.
Don't hold back!
For your life! Head for the Nexus! We'll hide from this horrible Golarion! And you will pay for this. My father will punish you for your insolence! Your father will also die. Behold the power, behold the greatness, tremble before Baphomet. Make this insolent mortal suffer, my lord, and punish this rebellious angel who refuses to bow before you. Oh, that's Baphomet, oh dear. Ah, the angel who wandered into the abyss and couldn't find his way back to heaven. I've heard about you. My daughter could not break your spirit, but I will rip out your heart. Wait, he will what? No, please don't. So that's Baphomet. I would like to hear a voice over. My Lady Iomide, hear my final words. The leader of the crusade is one of Ilovolesh's profane creations. His power comes from the blood of fallen demon lords, yet he is our only hope. Oh dear. It looks like you overdid it, my daughter. Your torture drove the angel mad. Oh dear. Oh, please don't kill him. No. A swift execution, but I wasn't finished with this angel. There were so many games I wanted to play with it. Wait, did he just kill... No. Did he just kill the hand of the inheritor? Show your power, O Lord. Let our enemies tremble and... Nah, he will kill you. You failed him. Now it's your turn, you low-life scum. You have disappointed me. How dare you summon me here? How dare you use forbidden knowledge? Think I'm here to save you? No, I am here to inflict punishment.
Wicked fiend. You have killed Iomede's most faithful servant. You will not commit such an injustice with impunity.
Why does she have a voiceover in Baphomet doesn't? That's... okay. Chagona's eyes glisten with tears of grief and rage. You feel a shiver of excitement and your chest tightens with anticipation. The light you once wielded in the dungeons of Kinabris begs to be revealed once more. But why? Was it the hand of the inheritor's final words, or was it his terrible death? Whatever the reason, it seems he has awakened something within you.
Have I been summoned merely to push this creature to death? A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled him to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards her glory with the jealousy of a lioness.
Okay, the voiceover is beautiful, worthy of Baphomet. The fiery gaze of the demon lord of beasts pierces you like a red-hot knife. The demon scrutinizes you for a moment, then bursts into a mocking laughter that resounds through the air.
But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in his back like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge?
Baphomet's glowing eyes narrow in curiosity.
I don't belong to the Abyss. I believe in Desna. I believe in mortals. And in the right to dream of something greater than being dominated by monsters like you.
Like you, well, the ending was beautiful. As she stands before this demon lord of the abyss, some innate instinct forces Arushale to her knees. She bows her head, compelled to show her reverence and submission to his authority. But the succubus is scowling, and there's a stubborn glint in her eye. Slowly, as if bearing the weight of an entire mountain on her shoulders, Arushale straightens up and defiantly faces down the demon lord. Interesting, because we showed her the light. What would have happened if we had shunned her?
Well done, sister. I've always believed in you. In the name of all the gods of light who protect Galarian, you tell that thing to piss off.
Where did you... so she's not dead. Where did you send the hand of the inheritor?
Why do you care about his fate? He was merely your overseer. Heaven sent him to watch over you. His only purpose was to remind you of your mission and to destroy you should you stray from the path. You shouldn't worry about him. He is just Iomede's pawn, and she did not think twice about sacrificing him. The foolish angel thought he would be forgiven for leaving Ragathiel and joining Iomede, but heaven never rewards traitors with its trust.
The Lord of the Abyss is hardly in a position to speak about treachery in the laws of heaven. Heed my words. Everything Baphomet says is either a simple lie, a lie designed to cover up another lie, or something even more dangerous. A half-truth.
Regiel, always a wise word. Did you slay your own daughter? Oh, trick question.
I have countless slaves and numerous offspring. When one of them disappoints me, I simply get rid of them. To me, you are nothing more than mayflies. Your lives are so brief, it is as if you are already dead.
Oh, I have a question concerning your offspring, too. Tell me, Lord Baphomet, how is it genetically possible that you have the head of a goat, and yet you are the progenitor of minotaurs, which are essentially bulls? Are you mating with a certain cow whose genes went out over yours?
I will take particular pleasure in killing you.
You have spoken enough, Lord of the Abyss. I will stop you. I know that I can. Spreads outward. It illuminates the holy wardens, and they reflect its radiance, shining like newly formed stars.
I feel power. It surrounds me from without and fills me from within. Shudder in fear, Lord of the Abyss, for you are my enemy, and I, an angel of heaven, holy warden of the Fifth Crusade, am telling you that you cannot escape from here. Death awaits you at the hands of the one who illuminated us with this light.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
To fight the wait, what? The last line of defense has fallen. The commander is to strike one last and most important blow by destroying the nest of Baphomet. Wait. How am I supposed to... Wait, what? I can't kill Buff. I mean, we're buffed to hell. Of course we can kill him, but... Damn. I read about this game that it has an enormous difficulty curve in the end. So the beginning's relatively hard, then the curve slows down. It smooths down. And then it suddenly, to the end, the last act, it suddenly rises up enormously. I mean, we're just being thrown into a fight with Baphomet himself. I mean, what the heck? What the heck? Imagine you put all your spells and scrolls and all of it into the battle with her, Samira, and then Baphomet appears. I mean, what the heck? 1500 hit points. I mean, we know, we read about, even if we kill him, he will return. We need to kill a demon lord twice in a year in order to defeat him. So, does that mean maybe we have 1 year after in Act 5 to kill him again? I mean, I don't know.
Strike!
How curious, this barrier is within my realm, but I cannot pass through. Oh, that's the Lady in Shadow.
Impossible! Asmodeus himself could not contain me, but now, a mortal.
The demon lord wheezes after getting killed after 5 seconds and then falls silent.
Bravo. Bravo! What an unexpected performance. Lady Vorlish did not tell me you were capable of this. To take away a demon lord's ability to move across the plains and through space. You set up a barrier that even I, in my own realm, was unable to overcome right away. The old goat must have been very, very surprised when he died.
Lady in Shadow. You may think that you know everything about me, but I am not your plaything. My abilities are not limited by you, Arelu, or anyone else. You cannot control me.
Do you still believe your abilities were given to you by the gods? Or perhaps you think they are a product of your own mental fortitude? What nonsense. Yes, you managed to defeat your first demon lord, but you are the only one to accomplish such a feat. Do you know how many demon lords I have murdered?
So what happened?
Your power resonated within your companions, causing an unusual effect. It reminds me of how the chain of wardstones works. I could not cross the barrier, and neither could the old goat. He was trapped inside, and could not escape when he became too exhausted to fight.
What happened to Baphomet will happen to all my enemies sooner or later.
I sincerely hope that wasn't a threat.
How did you get here?
You have been absent for too long. You are the chosen instrument of my will, but for months there was no word from you, and no one in the Midnight Isles knew where you were. I watched you from afar, unseen, but then you also managed to hide yourself from my gaze. If it hadn't been for Lady Vorlesh, I would have thought you dead long ago. She kept reassuring me that you were alive, and then I felt your blood in my realm again, and I heard the sound of Baphomet's hooves as he walked through my land. That is when I realized two things. First, this was my chance to annoy the old goat, and second, betting on you was the right choice.
Why did you decide to check Baphomet? You didn't want a war.
I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final. This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor.
Okay, very interesting. So you might have noticed that she would have joined us in this battle, apparently, and killed a couple of minions and aided out with a black bolt. She apparently shot at him. We obviously didn't notice that because we instantly killed him because we have modded characters. But if you would have normally went to this fight, apparently that would have been a cool one.
Two armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started, and it's all thanks to you.
Now that Baphomet is dead, will he become an island in your realm?
No. Any demon lord that is killed will return to their abyssal realm, where they will be reincarnated. Their body will be unharmed, but the demon lord will be vulnerable for an entire year. If they are killed again during that time, they will be drawn into the Rift of Repose forever. However, if I kill them, they will become an island in my realm. Therefore, nothing will induce Baphomet to leave his labyrinth during the next year.
You said I was gone for several months, but my journey didn't take that long.
Perhaps it felt that way, but believe it or not, Alishanira has already forgotten the hot-headed Galarian who caused mayhem throughout the city. You may have ended up in some sort of temporal anomaly. These sometimes occur in the Abyss. Or perhaps someone arranged this anomaly for you. If that is the case, you are lucky to have escaped from it so quickly. You could have been gone for several centuries.
This is terrible. Half a year. Does Galarian even stand? Is Dresden still under control of the Crusaders? Is the Queen still alive? My power has increased.
Of course it has. Everything went according to plan. Your fight with the Demon Lord sapped much of your strength, and you were forced to rely on the power that you were given by Lady Vorlesh. You reached for it instinctively, without even realizing what you were doing.
Enough about the past. Let us talk about the future.
Every Demon Lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamira, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement.
It really is shade, huh?
Your queen will reward you for this deed, but she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
I hope you don't need me to explain to you that this offer is completely unacceptable. Do not agree to bond with a Lord of the Abyss. It is the worst decision you could possibly make.
He's right, of course, and we want to romance the queen, so I don't need your gift.
You refuse my gift? Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self.
Ticula's smile turns cold and ruthless, sharp like the blade of an executioner's axe. You promised me you'd help to close the world wound if I killed Hepsamura.
Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Galarian, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible, in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get to the threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the Abyss, and we will execute our plan.
Let's just stop Baphomet from sending more slaves here to mine crystals.
I will stop him. Baphomet's servants will be too frightened to go to the place where their master was killed. And whoever tries to mine my crystals will taste my wrath. You have fulfilled the mission for which you came, Galarian Crusader. The mining of Nahindrian crystals has ceased, and Baphomet and Discari will no longer have mythic demons under their control. I will send my servants to destroy the network of passages they have carved throughout my islands. I will destroy all their portals, including the one that brought you to Alashanira.
What's happening on Golarion?
It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise.
How do I get home?
The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back.
I still have things to do in Colifir.
As you wish. I only hope that when you get home, it won't be too late to save your plane. Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there. And I must attend to my own affairs.
Nocticula's voice has taken on the ominous tone of a dark oracle, delivering ill tidings and grim portents. Gone. Targona speaks softly, but she can barely contain her fury. This smug demon is wrong if she thinks she can toy with you. But we cannot simply dismiss her words about the trouble that awaits us on Golarion. Morgraine, we will hurry there. I will transport our companions across the plains, finish your business in this cursed place, and then come home to Golarion. What happened when Baphomet appeared? Everything changed. Power coursed through me, and suddenly I was connected to all of the other wardens. It was as if the actual ward stones were united in a single chain. I'd like to believe we could do something like that again. The Queen of the Succubi was furious. The power seemed to have the same effect on her that it did on Baphomet. She could only stand back and grind her teeth in frustration. If we can do something like that again, the demon lords will be too frightened to show their faces in the wound. It is a very appalling idea. It turns out that an old cripple like me can still do quite a lot to help the Crusades. I may not be able to fight, but I can help the ones who do. That barrier we created, that we became, it not only weakened and bound Baphomet, but it also kept the Lady in Shadow away from us. And we are in her realm. Demon lords cannot survive where the light of heaven shines. What are you going to do when you return to Galadium? Whatever it takes. Tagona speaks with an almost grim determination. Her voice conveys her deadly resolve. We've passed through the abyss and haven't seen so much evil and sorrow. We let the demons toy with us for too long, always defending against their attacks and never going on the offensive. But now that you have defeated Baphomet, everything has changed. The Lady in Shadow did not expect things to happen the way they did, even though she tried to hide her surprise. I want to go after Mutasafin. He's leading an army to the Temple of Pulura. We have to stop him. Moreover, he knows the Echo of Dascari. He will be the first step on the ladder that leads to us toward those who rule the world wound. If we set off right now, we can probably catch up to him. You can find us after you've finished your business here in the Abyss. The hand of the Inheritor is dead. He was a warrior, and he died as a warrior. Well, but he's not dead. I mean, is he dead? I mean, Baphomet transported him somewhere. Maybe he's alive. But he was avenged. Yanel's voice is a mixture of steel and sadness. It is strange to think that the Herald of the Great Goddess was mortal just like us. I still can't believe it happened. He was an example to all of us, the leader of the angelic host. It has been a long time since heaven has suffered such a terrible loss. The Herald of Iomide is not easy to kill, but we saw Baphomet rip his heart out. A heart that knew no cowardice, self-interest, or malice. How could the Demon Lord even touch it? Surely its fire would have incinerated him. We will meet again on Galadion. If Mutasafin shows up in the World Wound, we will meet you at his location. Otherwise, we'll meet in Pulura's Fall. So long. How much can they accomplish? Okay. A Nexus. Why is Reginald super fast? The heck? But why? Okay. Speedy Gonzalez. Is everyone so fast? Is that a special ability? Okay. Mythic Path. Oh, we still don't have wings. Halo's Holy Aura. Angel... Okay. Angel's Halo now emanates an aura similar to the effect of Holy Aura spell. Brilliant divine radiance surrounds the subjects, protecting them from attacks, granting them resistance to spells cast by evil creatures, and causing evil creatures to become blinded when they strike the subjects. This abjuration has 4 effects. First, each warded creature gains a deflection bonus. Unlike protection from evil, this benefit applies against all attacks. Ooh. Second, each warded creature gains spell resistance. Third, the abjuration protects from all mind-affecting spells and effects. Oh. Finally, if an evil creature succeeds on a melee attack against a creature warded by Holy Aura, the offending attacker is blinded. Oh. Well, hello there. Improved Angelic... Ooh. Draconic Bloodline Gold. Okay. Angel? Yes. Next. Ooh, what am I supposed to... We already chose the second bloodline. Bigger they are? No. Once per round, when your melee attack misses the target, you deal sonic damage to all enemies. Inner fortitude is so strong, it lets you overcome most deliberate. Oh. Become paralyzed, you become staggered, nauseated, sickened, shaken, frightened. Sure. Unstoppable. Enemy that attacks the angel first time must pass fortitude. No. Whenever an ally suffers damage, they receive fast healing equal. What? Yes. Most definitely. Flame of life. Okay. Weapon focus. Nah. Dazzling to no. Defense combat training. Add half of your mythic rank to your CMD. Why not? Why not? Done. Summon astral divas. Holy word. Ooh, cure serious wounds, mass restoration greater, wall of light. Oh, resurrection. Oh, okay. Perfect. What about ammo? We're going to end the episode after that one. Amber, go for... I don't know. Oh, we don't have second bloodline yet. Amber, you... Wait, didn't we have that? Quiet ability. I know, it's a quiet ability. We already have that one. Okay. Second spirit. Speak to spirits. Nah. Mental barrage. Battle meditation. No. The arcane pool increased by number of points equal to your mythic rank. Okay, why not? And point blank shot mythic. Why not? And that marks the end of our episode. I guess soon we will return to Golarion in Act 5.